Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third installment on this bonus series on the QuarantineCast. This is another bonus episode. This was recorded on Saturday, March 28th. And in this episode, we have guest Brittney Slayes from Unleash the Archers. Remember that we are doing this live, and we'll continue doing them. We're not sure when, but if you want to find out when and attend the live stream and participate in the chat, then you can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. We are Powerful Podcast everywhere. Just look for our Facebook, Powerful Podcast, our Instagram at Powerful Podcast. If you want our Twitter at Powerful PM, and our Twitch, Powerful Podcast, and also on YouTube, Powerful Podcast. Thanks a lot and enjoy the show.
I'll say sup, nerds, and welcome to Powerful Power Metal podcast live stream thing. We're joined by a very special guest today. We have Miss Brittney Slayes of Unleash the Archers.
Yeah.
Hello.
Awesome.
So glad to have you here. Since this is your first time on our show, and for all of the new viewers here, let's just introduce ourselves real quick. So I'm Stella. I have no credentials. I am a power metal enthusiast.
You're a literal doctor. That's a credential.
I'm a doctor, but not the kind that saves lives. I can make graphs really well. I live in Southern California.
Technical doctor?
Yeah, a technical doctor, exactly. So don't at me with your questions.
Yeah.
What is coronavirus?
Why haven't you fixed it?
We can talk about that later. I'm working on it, okay? My gosh. Next.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. I'm Kyle. I'm from San Francisco, California / Los Angeles at times. I have even fewer credentials than Stella, and I'm doing the technical stuff for this live stream.
Yeah, no.
IT guy.
Yeah,
Sure.
IT
The
guy.
IT guy.
Our real IT guy is also
Yeah.
really sick right now, so hopefully he's okay. And Fernando,
Yeah.
you're up there. So I'm gonna point.
And I'm Fernando. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, but the camera is like right down there and the screen is up here. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina, so I'm a bit further away. Power metal enthusiast, I guess,
Just a bit.
and just editor, doer of things.
We're a cross-continent
Yeah.
podcast.
Nice. That's awesome.
And the guest of honor, actually, it's mirrored. Which way do I point? That way. Brittney.
I don't know where I am on the screen.
Oh, man.
I'm Brittney Slayes from Unleash the Archers, and I am a power metal enthusiast as well, and I have 0 credentials as well.
Yay.
So there we go.
But
Excellent.
we like to ask everybody who guests on our show, what are your top 4 power metal bands?
Oh.
This is how we ambush everyone.
Whoa.
Lost Horizon.
Nice.
It's definitely number 1.
Yeah.
And
I can see the influence with just like the big screaming that you guys like to put in your
Oh, yeah.
music. That's amazing.
Question though, Lost Horizon.
Daniel is my man.
First or second album?
Oh, first and
Yes.
second,
Oh.
There
all
you
of
go.
it.
You gotta love all of it.
I don't listen to anything separate. I just hit play, shuffle, Lost Horizon, and I listen to it all. And sometimes if I'm not paying attention, I listen to the interludes as well.
Nice.
After that, I don't really know. I don't know if I have a favorite. I like Sonata Arctica sometimes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you would call what are they called? Symphony X power metal? I don't know.
I think that counts.
Close enough.
It
like
counts.
Yeah.
It counts because
I
it's
like
good.
them sometimes. I like the old Halloween stuff.
Walls of Jericho.
Yeah,
Hell
sure.
yeah.
Anything older. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. There are 2 absolute ginormous eagles flying outside of my apartment right now.
Wow, that's amazing.
Are they flying free?
That's
They are flying free. They're freaking huge.
They're definitely
It's
flying
very
free.
weird. Totally. I don't know. I don't think Iron Maiden is a power metal band. I think they're like the definition of trad metal
Yeah.
or whatever. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
agree.
they're obviously. Maybe back in the day they would have been, before they became like what is known to be traditional heavy metal.
Yeah.
They maybe were started as power metal, but now they kind of define that other genre. So, but yeah, obviously Iron Maiden.
Yeah. Nice.
Awesome. So the main thing we wanted to hit on today was how COVID-19, the horrible coronavirus, has been affecting bands and artists. And I think Unleash the Archers has been caught really strongly in the middle of that, because you're in the middle of a tour, you have festivals coming up, about to put an album out. So just the whole shit has hit the fan.
All the things.
What's going on there?
It's a huge question. So since there's eagles flying free outside, like, first, what's the situation right now in Vancouver?
The streets are pretty empty most of the time, but there's still a lot of people out and about. It's not like super bad here yet. We had a dental convention that happened in Vancouver, and one attendee to the dental convention was confirmed afterwards of having COVID. God. And so everyone at the dental convention was kind of like, oh crap. And
oh my gosh.
We've had, I think, 2 deaths from that now.
Shit.
And then 6 deaths in a care home facility. So one of the employees, they think, knew someone from the dental convention. It was like directly related to the dental convention, and the convention person infected the employee, and then they went to the care home, and then 6 people died in that care home. So that's really like the biggest for deaths for us right now is a couple people from the convention and a couple people from the care home. But other than that, it's like people have been doing a pretty good job of kind of staying at home and staying isolated. We got burned on the internet last weekend for everyone going down to what we call the seawall, because Vancouver, like this downtown core, is kind of like an island, a little bit like Manhattan, but it's still connected to the mainland at one little part. And so it's basically like an island surrounded by water, and we have a seawall that goes all the way around the whole of downtown, and people were just going there in droves on the weekend because it was like the first sunny weekend we've had. And Vancouver, of course, known for its winters of rain and nothing but rain. You get like literally 3 months of rain. So everyone was like, yeah, sunshine, who cares about Corona? And they went out. And I think a lot of people, Scott and I went down there and we were like, holy crap. And then we went up some streets because we were like, okay, we should not be on the seawall right now. But there was so many people that were in the parks that border the seawall and everything, and like no social distancing whatsoever.
Oh my goodness.
And we even were, as we were like heading away from it, there was nobody on the main streets of downtown. They were all on the seawall. So we were like, oh, okay, well, it's fine up here. And a guy walked by and was like, sees someone that he hadn't seen in a long time, was like, oh man, how's it going?
Don't touch me.
And they hugged each other. I was just like, oh my God, you guys are so stupid. But so far in Vancouver, it's like, I guess people aren't really taking it very seriously because we haven't had anything crazy happen. So hopefully people start chilling out and actually staying home. And so
Holy
I don't
cow.
know, but it's,
I just want to know, how did Hyperspace Music Festival get canceled, but this dental convention didn't? I'm like horrified.
The dental convention was
now.
like right before all of this exploded. It was like right before, like the weekend before, basically.
Wow.
And so, China's been dealing with it for like 3 months now.
Yeah.
And just 2 weeks ago, we start taking it seriously in North America. Kind of stupid.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting at the San Francisco show you guys did with Dragon Force. The idea there was like, everyone's kind of like braving the like virus, where we're gonna wash our hands and have a good time, and then like less than a week later, it's like everything hits the fan.
Oh yeah, no, crazy. It was after the Denver show, so a photographer had taken a really rad photo, so I posted it and I was like, no show's canceled yet. Like, oh God, please stay that way. And then the next morning, I woke up and it was just like everything gone. And I was just like, okay, immediately posted an edit on my Instagram post. I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really, really bad.
Was it the Minneapolis show that was canceled like the day of on your tour?
Yeah, we arrived. That's that. When I say morning on tour, 4 p.m. is the morning for me because I very much get into the nighttime mode of being a touring musician. So you show up, you unload at like 2, and then you kind of start getting your shit together around 4, and then of course you're up till like 4 or 5 a.m. So then that's kind of just the way that it works for us when you're doing a nightliner. So yeah, it was like 2 o'clock when we learned that when we got there, Dragon Force started loading their merch in, and the guy at the venue was like, whoa, what are you doing? It's like, no, we're closed. Everything is closed. And the promoter had never said anything because he really just wanted the show to go forward because the promoters had just as much invested in it as we did. So that's why there was no like cancellation announcements or anything. It was literally the venue saying to us, you can't play here tonight.
Holy cow.
They came out and told us, and they were like, yeah, so crap. Then we started slanging merch on the street.
Oh, yeah, we saw some social media posts about that. Like when you guys were like setting up and stuff, did you know in the back of your mind this might not happen, or were you still like kind of hopeful that you'd be able to play one last show or something?
Yeah, no, we definitely were hoping. Like, I know the one in Chicago, the promoter was in constant contact with us saying, no, it's happening. I'm going to find another venue if Pop says no. And all the promoters were basically like that. They were kind of just refusing to cancel and scrambling to find other venues or something like that. And then we were talking to some of the promoters. We were kind of like, okay, well, maybe Unleash could do like a 50-person cafe kind of show, you know what I mean? Like something really small that is under the limits. But then we were just like, you know what? That's just putting people in danger for the sake of, you know, having 50 people be able to see us play. So we were just kind of like, okay, we had to cut it short. So it was really, really crappy.
Yeah, it's devastating for a lot of fans, for you guys, for all your crew. Yeah. How has everyone been dealing with the cancellations so far?
Well, I mean, there's not really much we can do about it. We're all self-isolating and staying home and just like sitting there kind of waiting to watch all the other festivals and everything fall apart. So for the tour, we had bought a lot of merch for the tour to last us all the way to the end. So that was like probably our biggest debt that we have not been able to cover yet. So we've just kind of been like scrambling to find money in other places. Like we've drained our PayPal account and like we're just constantly like trying to get money from everywhere we can find it. And so there's like that is hanging over our heads. And then also like the bill for the bus, even though we cut it short, so we didn't have to pay for like the week that we didn't rent it, of course, but we still had to, like, that was sitting on the visa, as was all of our flights and our baggage fees and just a million other things are on the visa. And and it was like we were going into it like, oh my goodness, like we owe so much money to people, but if the tour had been able to happen, we would have been able to pay it off no problem. But so that's just kind of been the stress that I've been dealing with mostly as the person that deals with the finances of the band. And then, of course, it's just really crappy that all these fans that we were so excited to see and play for, now, you know, they have to wait until all this is over. And we're working on something like, and maybe coming back in August, but even that,
we don't even know what it'll be like in August. Everything is still so apocalyptic right now. It's hard to say.
I'm really worried that if we book for August, that we're going to end up canceling again. And I'm just kind of like, and already Sweden Rock has canceled. Hyperspace. Sounds like Rockfest Barcelona is not going to be going forward because Spain is just really having a hard time over there.
Absolutely.
And so I'm just like, just watching them drop one by one, and it really, really sucks. But what are you going to do?
We'll just have to see. Yeah, the new Hyperspace date was announced. It was September. So all of us, we were all supposed to go to hyperspace in April, and we're all like devastated that we can't, that everything's been canceled. And we just don't know what it'll be like in September, honestly.
I'm hoping Mad with Power can make it, but like, who knows? That's the huge question mark.
Yeah. That's August. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really hard. And it's hard because I know Ty, the promoter and the singer for Lords of Trident. He's the guy that puts it on. And I know what it takes to make it happen and how far in advance he has to pay up, basically. Mm-hmm. So if it's kind of like, do you wait as long as you can, pay all that money, figure out that you can't do it and owe all that money, or do you cancel like super far in advance and then have everything actually kind of be okay by then and kind of be kicking yourself? But, you know, like, it's like that 50-50. Do you take the chance of losing a whole crap load of money and not being able to do the show? Or, I don't know. It's really difficult to say. So I totally know the feels and where he's coming from. So don't be mad at these promoters that have to cancel stuff.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about, so I see a lot of bands making like Indiegogo or whatever, or Kickstarter things to try to make up some, GoFundMe to try to make up for some of their lost expenses. Have you guys thought about doing something like that?
No.
Or just selling your merch, your tour merch that you already have?
Yeah, that's what we're doing, because really, we've kind of figured out everything else. Our biggest debt right now is our merch. So all we have to do is sell that merch and then we can pay it off.
Yes.
So that's why that's really what we're focusing on. That's why I keep saying, even if you hate the shirt, buy it, give it to Value Village or the Salvation Army or something. You know, that's the best way to help us right now, honestly, is to just take that merch off our hands, because we that's where our biggest debt is, for sure. And like, we talked about doing a GoFundMe, but honestly, what we would be giving away for prizes is the things that we're selling on Indie Merch.
Okay, so you might as well just sell it.
Let's go straight to the people.
We do. Hold on, I'll actually grab this for you guys if I can get out of this chair right now.
I want to see.
Hold on.
Hold that. Intermission.
In the intermission, we can just tell everyone, you know, follow your artist, help them out, see if the band that you like has a Patreon or something you can donate to if you can't find merch for them because you live on the other side of the world or something. They might have. Yeah,
Patreon is good too.
And Vancamp is giving, like, I think all proceeds to bands these days to help them out too. So that's really cool of them.
Yeah, it was like last Friday or something.
It was like a one-day spiel. Where they
some
waived
bands
all
have been
fees.
doing special, like, canceled merch. I think Insomnium had like a special one. Encepharum put out a shirt where it's like, we're under siege because they're in quarantine, which is a nice little touch.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea to do like a special COVID canceled shirt or something.
Or also, some bands have been like engaging with fans via streaming or with social media. Like, we know Herman from Dragon Force streams a bunch on Twitch, and there's also like Patreon exclusive shows. Do you see Archers maybe engaging in streaming activities like this?
Yes. Well, we the problem is that we've got a very tiny little jam spot, and we play direct in. So we don't have amps, cabinets. We have like little digital amps kind of things that we use. And so we can't just go into our jam spot and set up and play like so that people can hear us. So that's kind of unfortunate, because that would be really awesome to just be able to like kind of do an impromptu jam for you guys. So we would have to like rent equipment and everything, and rent monitors so you can hear the vocals and that kind of thing. So it's not super easy for us, unfortunately. But we have been talking about maybe doing something like that, like renting a larger spot where the cabinets and all that stuff, monitors come with it, and then do a show there. But it would be very kind of relaxed. We don't. I don't know. We're weird. We know it's not the same. We know it's not the same as seeing us live, and we won't be able to be the same as we are up on stage. And so it'd just be more like we'll play a few songs and then maybe, whatever.
Maybe just chill.
Shit. Yeah.
The guys can't do like the jump kicks that they do if they're just in a tiny jam space.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just kick each other in the face. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't know. But we do plan on streaming more. Andy King, sorry, I don't know, you guys don't know him by that. Andrew Kingsley, who we call Andy King, is streaming on Twitch. He's got a Twitch account. Andrew Kingsley UTA, I think is his handle or whatever. Oh, actually, I think I can put it in the I'll see if I can find him and put him in the thingy here. And then I have a Twitch account as well now, Brittney Slayes UTA, and I don't know exactly what I'll be doing, but I know that I bought a capture card, so I'm hoping to just chill out and play video games with everybody. Really, that's kind of like what the plan is. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, that's a good idea. Take advantage of the being shut in and just use the internet. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And just kind of try and, interact with everybody as best as you can with what you got, really, kind of, because, stop telling me what to do. Okay, yes, there we go. Post, I was like, why is it telling me not to be an asshole or whatever it said there?
Oh, the chat rules on Twitch, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And then, just kind of, I don't know. It's so funny, like how streaming has become such a huge thing right now. And it's like, why weren't we all doing this before anyways? What was stopping us? Just because we're all at home now? Like, everyone's got a few, minutes here and there or whatever. Like, why is it just taking us all now to interact with our fans on such a, rad platform? We're silly, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, man, Twitch is so wild now. Not gonna lie. I haven't logged on to my personal Twitch account since maybe 2012. Back in the day when Twitch was a platform where I can watch my favorite Korean StarCraft players like at 4 a.m. because time zones. But now there's like people outside. There's people playing Magic the Gathering. It's just so different now. And then the chat is so engaged. So
there's people just chatting.
There's people just chatting like right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of chat here right now. It's interesting. We haven't had this happen before. We haven't done this before. So it's a new variable in this podcast thing that we do.
Yeah, for sure. No, we've been like generally doing recorded stuff and releasing audio only. And I think today was the first time we streamed successfully without like everything imploding on us. So yeah, this is cool.
It's wont to happen, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find everybody's Twitch, and I'm just scooting around the internet here. So sorry, I'm not not listening. I think that's, and then I don't know how
we've
to
been doing a lot
Discord
more video calls in general. Oh, we should post on Discord too, man. So many possibilities.
Whoopsie. I don't know how to share this. Invite people? No.
Yeah.
Server.
If you want to share a Discord server, you go to invite people and you should create a link that will give you a link, and you post that link and then people can join the Discord.
And there's like a setting to keep it from expiring.
You have a Discord? Is that what we're sharing now?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
there
man.
we go.
I gotta get on this.
We can join.
I don't really know what I'm doing though.
It's a chatting platform. You have custom emojis. You have.
Oh my god! So many people are joining the Discord server.
People.
This is amazing.
What up? Oh, that was the music channel. Yeah, I'm gonna close this now because this is just gonna.
I'm gonna mute this.
I know this is intense.
I think we just opened like a Pandora's box of like ways to engage with like other fans.
Well, yeah, I know. I've just basically been doing all the things. I'm like, okay, Twitch, Discord, like just trying to get as much going as possible.
Yeah,
I'm like, maybe
cool.
I should do a Patreon or something, and do like music lessons on there or something. I don't know. Just trying to
there's a lot of like
all the things.
Definitely some cool ideas going around.
Yeah.
So speaking of Twitch and streaming and whatever, what video games are you playing nowadays, if any?
I'm in the middle of Link's Awakening.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it's super fun.
It's so cute.
And then
I love that game.
Speaking of Awakening, we got the dude, that wasn't even planned.
The Paladin shirt.
With the Paladin shirt.
Hey.
Nice.
That's amazing.
And then Scott is finishing the DLCs on The Witcher that we never finished from Witcher 3. And then I wanted to get Doom Eternal, but I realized that I have Horizon Zero Dawn that I never played, and it's just sitting there unopened in my bin of PS4 games. So I might actually do that one next. I don't know. I also really wanted to do Outer Worlds, but I should probably play the games that I have already bought in instead of buying more.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. I have like the unopened Fire Emblem 3 Houses, but I bought Animal Crossing yesterday anyway because I am trash.
Yes, you did.
I think Horizon Zero Dawn is like the perfect choice for you guys because it's about an archer and it's like future-y sort of fantasy stuff. So it's really on brand.
Well, there you go.
I've heard so many great things about it. And when it first came out, we were just like, yes. But then it's just like Scott and I have had zero time to do anything. It's really funny because thanks to coronavirus, we've had time to game like we've never had before. So it sucks because our album is getting pushed back now from original release. And so, I was scrambling to get all that sorted and ready to go. So it's nice that I don't have to stress about it as much, but it also sucks that it's being pushed back. But then also I have time to play video games when I would otherwise be, listening to masters and sorting out booklet layouts and things like that. So there's Scott.
Oh, special guest.
Special guest. Yeah, that was the next thing I wanted to ask you. Like, it's been a few years since Apex and a little bit of time has passed since Explorer. So you have a new album already recorded or written?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
It's done.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Done like dinner. And the deadline was Friday.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty much everything, most everything is done except the music videos. So we no longer have that deadline though, and I'm not too sure. It's been pushed back by a month. Originally it was looking at a July release, and now we're looking at an August release, and I don't know if it's going to be pushed even further or not. So
okay,
I don't know.
All right, we'll be in the lookout for it.
Yeah, we should hopefully that it doesn't, I don't know. But then the problem is that, we've kind of been back and forthing about is that a lot of records are going to be pushed back.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be like dropping our album in this flood of new albums. And the label and management and everyone is just kind of worried that it'll get lost. And it's totally...
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What up?
Just kind of worried that that pre-sales won't do well, and then it won't do well on the what are they called, the charts, all that stuff.
Hey.
The charts.
To everyone watching, remember to get the album when it comes out.
Yeah, whenever that is. I hope the world is like semi reverted back to normal by then, but who knows? It's just so uncertain right now.
Yeah, and then the other problem is that, okay, so maybe we'll all be allowed to go out and do stuff again, but is anyone going to have any money?
Nobody's going to have any money after all this.
Yeah, not working for 3 months. So everybody put your $30 in a can now and hide it in the top cupboard. And
I've got my album fund right there.
Yeah, save it for a t-shirt and a CD combo. So, yeah, I don't know.
So as for the new album, I'm not sure how much you guys want to talk about it yet before like the real like press junket starts, but it's supposed to be a sequel to Apex, right?
Yes, yeah, definitely. happens a little bit after Apex. Some time passes, and it once again follows the Immortal and his struggle with the Matriarch. And then there's a new character that we've introduced. He gets his whole own song and everything. And I can't really talk too much about it, unfortunately. But
all right.
Hopefully soon. If it is an August release, I think that would mean details and everything in May. So
all right, so we're getting there.
Okay.
Yeah. So not too far, but also not super close. So that didn't help at all.
I know the struggle with the glasses.
Yes.
I actually wear glasses. I'm just not wearing them right now, so I just can't see.
See, I hate that. I can't stand that. I just constantly look like a total derp all the time. So
like, how do I look like? I'm not sure.
I know. I can't. I honestly, I have such bad vision. Like, you can't really tell, but my glasses are like Coke bottles. They're super, super thick. So, like, honestly, you guys would be a blurred mess right now, and my laptop is like a foot from my face. So
nice.
I don't care if people think I am a nerd because I wear glasses.
It's all good. I mean, we're all like video game people who make a podcast about power metal, so you are among friends.
Hey, I think that video games and power metal go hand in hand.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
For sure. You know, what you guys should do is you should have like a banned stream of Apex Legends, because that's just very suiting.
Hey.
Yeah, people are also now calling the top of the curve of this whole Corona thing the Apex. So I'm like,
no,
don't associate
us with
Apex supposed to be a good
the
thing.
vid.
Yeah. Oh, Norseman21 says, tell Scott I love his performance in the CTV News Unplugged video.
Yeah,
Hear that,
Scott.
Tates? Yeah. And then Brew SSF says, it's crazy to delay the album. Look at the movies. A ton of movies are getting early digital releases and making money right away, but not the money that they would make at the box office. I guarantee you that.
They're not actually making that much money.
And movies are an interesting one because so many movies are getting pushed to like Thanksgiving time. And so like all the summer things are going to be squished into like 2 weeks probably.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be movies every night. I'm so excited. I mean, not excited because I'm not being able to go to movies right now. And I love going to the movie theater and I love seeing, like superhero movies. Black Widow. No.
Yeah, that one got pushed.
I just want to
back to.
I know.
I think AMC and Regal have like paused their subscription services while everything's closed, which is nice. I'm not wasting money.
Yeah, no, for sure. But and that's what I said. I was like, wouldn't right now be like the best time to release music because people want to listen to music.
Yeah.
They're stuck at home. They want something new. I am constantly scrolling YouTube and Spotify for like, what is my release radar? What are my new releases? What just came out? What's happening? I'm freaking starving for it. But then it's, I don't know. They had a whole bunch of reasons as to why.
It's the business side of things, I would think.
Yeah, the business. If you just want to release music,
no physical media.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to just release the music, or
CDs,
you want to actually make a return of that music.
Yeah. Napalm is very. They love physical media, and that's where they kind of make their money. So that's why they are pushing it back. Can't sell vinyl if the pressing plants aren't pressing anything. Yep. So
makes sense.
That's true. They're probably pressing like N95 masks or something. Yeah, right? I mean, you'd probably like make a lot of Vancamp sales, but what was that?
All these manufacturers right now that are like manufacturing close to kind of the things that we need. Like this one that I read about last night, they make epoxy or something or whatever, but now the government is forcing them to make hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
And it's like all these manufacturers are being forced into making like GM now has to make ventilators, and all these other places are like, now you have to make masks.
We got like distilleries that usually make like gin, making hand sanitizer.
Yeah, breweries are doing that too.
Yeah. So speaking of new
hold on.
music and stuff, have you been listening to any new music lately?
Yeah, I've just gave the new Demons and Wizards a listen.
Yeah, what do you think?
And I liked some of it.
I think that was our thoughts too.
I think the first
That's a good review.
first four tracks were really strong. And then after that, I was like, what? I don't like to say mean things about music because I know how it feels when you work so hard on a record. But I just kind of felt like, what makes this song stand out from the one that I just listened to and then the one that came after it? What was different? There was nothing that caught, like that. There was no earworm. There was no like, oh, that line was so good, or that chorus is so catchy, or, that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And normally, like in Blind Guardian and stuff, like the choruses, they catch you. They get you every time. But there just wasn't. I just didn't. I mean, like, the first couple tracks they had, some really catchy melodies and stuff that had you wanting to go back and listen. But I just, It
seems like a mishmash of ideas rather than just like, this is our killer album with all these hits or whatever.
Yeah, I think probably what I'll do is listen to the first 4 songs and then go switch to something else.
I think four good songs is like it's pretty good. 4 memorable songs. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And then I listened to the new Soilwork last night, actually on the Glam Shatter Skull Twitch. He was like playing Warcraft Magic the Gathering.
Nice.
And just like every time the song would end, I'd like suggest another one and he'd be like, okay, let's listen to that. And like just kept putting them all on. So we listened to quite a few new singles last night from like Conception and Soilwork and a couple others. And the new Magic Sword album is really good. Actually, it's super chill. It's not quite as heavy as their other stuff, but it's really good. And I'm really excited for the new Soilwork record. Actually, I hope they don't like push it back or anything because that new song was really good. But yeah, I've just kind of been scooting around. Haven't found anything that's really like an album yet that's really been like, ooh, put this on repeat 50 times a day yet. But I'm sure I'll find one.
It's a weird time because I think the albums in the next like month or two are maybe closer to are gonna come out. Like Fairyland just announced that their album's coming out in May after like a 10-year hiatus. So
10-year
so they're like, there's nothing stopping this train.
We'll see if that happens.
They pushed it back, so many years. What's a few more months?
Oh, that's so.
Did Falconer ever have a release date?
Okay, it's happening.
I don't think Falconer had a release date yet. I think it was just later.
They're just like, we exist.
Don't forget about us.
Yeah.
Don't you forget about. That's a good cover track for your post-Corona album.
Yeah. That's a good Corona shirt right there. Just like some rad front and then on the back be like, don't forget about us.
Oh God. Post-vid merch.
Don't forget about your starving artists.
Yeah, right? Oh, please, God. But the support has been amazing. Seriously. So we're just so beyond happy that all of our fans are stepping up and helping us out and buying those shirts and stuff like that. It's been awesome. And I know a lot of people, like when we announced that Bandcamp wasn't doing the fees or whatever, I got like 50 emails because we get emails from Bandcamp whenever anyone makes a purchase. And it was just like flooded the inbox. And it was just like, oh God, my heart is exploding. Our fans are so awesome. And I know a lot of, I'm friends with a lot of musicians on Facebook and they've all been saying the same thing. Like the support has just been amazing. And I wish that we could give you guys something in return, like the new record or at least something. But right now, really all we can do is hang out on Twitch with you guys.
Stream
and
video
games. That kind of thing.
Yeah, hang exactly. Out. Yeah.
Just try and stream and do all that sort of thing. I grabbed this because I wanted to show you guys. We are doing these posters that you can buy.
Oh, cute.
Oh, nice.
They were the VIP posters from the tour. They were supposed to go to all the people that did our VIP, but then of course that didn't happen. So now we have a bunch of them that are available. We aren't really doing like a fixed rate for them. We're just kind of saying like as a donation, whatever you can do, and then and just include your address and your full name in the PayPal link or whatever when you purchase it, and then we'll just send it to you. And it's like, as long as you send us $5 to cover the shipping, we'll send one to you. So
cool.
I'll post. We're like literally just doing PayPal. So it's just kind of send whatever you want.
Oh, it's just your PayPal link. Okay. So for anyone listening on the recording, it's we'll put the link in our show notes because this will be uploaded on our usual podcast platforms like iTunes and Spotify or whatever. And you can find a link in the show notes.
PayPal me.
It's literally just their PayPal.
PayPal.me or whatever. Yeah.
We're going old school here.
I could come up with some sort of fancy like I don't know, donation link or something, but
then you'd have to make a website which has a donation link, and that sounds complicated. So we're going old school. Just throw money in the jar and receive item.
Yeah, and get a poster.
Yes.
Yay. We also have some like old stage scrims, you know, like the things that you put up, the big banners that you put up next to you when you're on stage.
Yeah.
We have some of those, and I think I might like put those up on eBay or something, sign them, of course, and then just like
that's a good idea.
Auction them off.
They're very large.
Because
I wonder how the shipping
it'll
for
be
that's
like
going to be
big,
like a huge tube.
It's like getting a poster or a flag, but even bigger.
Yeah.
I just sent one to Australia, and it was $100 to ship it. So
oh my goodness,
that's like the craziest though. Australia is always the craziest shipping, so that'll be like the maximum probably.
Hopefully.
Well,
how many Sour Patch Kids do you have left over from the tour? Well, we ate a lot of them, but there was, I think, 2 full bags left that we couldn't fit in any of our luggage because our luggage is always maxed out. So Luke took a couple bags home. We crammed as many bags into our luggage as we could. And I think we ended up having to leave 2 bags behind, which was really sad. But and now those are all eaten, all of them.
I like some of
that was a Twitch comment.
Yeah,
nice.
we'll take some of the Twitch question here.
Yeah, let's go to the chat. See if
I want the
questions.
Sush had a good one here. Would you do a Q&A stream with fans just as a good start to your guys' whole we're stuck at home, let's talk to people thing? I guess that's kind of what this is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think because Andy and I both have Twitch accounts. Maybe we'll do like a video chat or something and then stream on one of ours or stream on the Unleash Chargers one maybe or something. I don't know. That's probably best. And then do like a Q&A there. We've done Q&As on Facebook, and I go live on Instagram for my book club thing that I've been doing.
What's the book club thing?
So I'm reading the Witcher series. It started on tour. It was actually the marketing for Napalm, her idea. She was like, I know you're a big reader. What are you reading on tour? I know you're going to read something. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually going to start the whole Witcher series. And she's like, okay, let's do a book club then. And I was like, okay, sweet. So for the tour, I was going to stream every Saturday, and we were going to talk about because the first book, The Last Wish, is like 6 or 7 or 8 or something short stories. So we're just going to do like 3, 3, and 3 or whatever it was. And so I did the first one, but then everything got canceled. So I did the second one, and I think I did them all. Yeah, I did them all. So now, but I'm like, that's really, really fun. So I'm just I bought the next book in the series, and as soon as I get it, because everything's so slow now, no one wants to have employees in their warehouses. As soon as I get it, I'll figure out a time, like maybe like once a month or something. I'll do like a book club stream.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Witcher book, so I think it's a cool idea. So I think you're on Sword of Destiny now.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one. It's one of my favorites. So That'll be a
Nice.
good stream,
Okay.
guys. I like the idea
Awesome.
here from Static Hacks about doing an acoustic set. If you want, if you could somehow figure out how to pull that off.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, yeah, it could just be like Andy and I sitting there, and then Scott with his chimes or something. I don't know.
Chimes.
Wasn't there a video of you guys where he just had like the triangle at the end on like the
It was
news or something?
chimes. Yeah, it was. That was the CTV. It was like
That's
CTV
the one. Yeah.
lunch news hour or something. I don't know. It was like really chill. And yeah, we did. Grant and Andrew had acoustic guitars. Nick had an acoustic bass, and Scott had chimes. And we did Apex. We did like sort of a little bit of a shorter version of Apex and the song. And then at the end, Scott just did the chimes. that was his one roll, and it was awesome.
Any chimes on the new album, or is that a spoiler?
No, we talked about it. There's
Chime solo?
There's things. No chime solo. There's some new things on there, but no chimes, unfortunately.
All right. We have other questions from earlier on the chat. If there's going to be, for example, if you would consider making a stuck-at-home playlist as a companion to your heavy metal commute playlist, that asks Ringo Stalling. What a name.
Oh, okay. So a little sister playlist kind of thing. Yeah, that's a totally a good idea. I should definitely do that. I kind of add to the heavy metal commute playlist whenever I find songs that sort of, I don't know, that I really enjoy singing along to when I'm in the car, basically, I guess is what it comes down to. But yeah, I never thought of like a kind of chill at home playlist. That's a good idea. I'll do that.
I'd say work on your atmospheric black metal playlist. That'd be a
Yeah,
good
I was
one.
just gonna say, like, I love your heavy metal commute playlist, but honestly, here at home, I'm just trying to drown out the sounds of my new coworkers / husband. So atmospheric black metal has been the thing to play in this household.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's so good for working. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's just like you can totally zone out and concentrate on what you got to do, and yet you're listening to sweet music. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good idea.
Yeah, for sure. And I can't pronounce any of these band names, but I'd love to share these with you guys. Mara Smieli, Etwa,
Mara.
Filante. I'm sorry. And Together to the Stars.
I love it.
Oh man,
That's
words
awesome.
are hard.
I do like I like I'm not sure if these would be considered atmospheric black metal or whatever, but
Whatever.
I love Insomnium, Omnium Gatherum, Bork Nagar.
Oh my gosh.
Like
absolutely love all
Isan.
those.
Yeah, there's a lot out there. There's some really good ones. I can't even think of them all right now.
Yeah, I'm still
But-
like extremely not over the fact that I won't be able to see Insomnium and Omnium Gatherum. You know.
Yeah. I was really bummed about that getting
a
canceled.
sweet tour. Yeah. It was really funny because when I heard that Flesh God was postponing their tour,
Gosh, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's too bad. But inside I was like, because I really wanted to go see them, and they were on tour when we were on tour, so
Oh.
I was going to miss the show.
Yeah, actually,
Um,
I was gonna miss Bork Nagar because it was the same week as Hyperspace, and now both are canceled.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
Sad
Yeah, no, I know.
face.
So it's like, I don't know. I hope they get rescheduled to a time when I can actually go. That'd be really nice. Yeah,
That
same
would-
with Bork Nagar. Anything. I just want them all to be when I can see them.
To be staggered, and I want the world to be normal so we can all go.
One of the things I
yes.
wanted to selfishly ask about is, so during the San Francisco Dragon Force show, there's a myriad of technical difficulties, and at one point there, it looked like Andy and you were going to come out and like play a thing or something. What was going on with that, if you can
Yeah.
say?
We were just gonna like play some Iron Maiden or something or whatever Andy happened to know on the guitar. Really, it was
Yeah.
just gonna. I think Sam was feeling, is at the end of his rope a little bit there. So I just walked out there and I was like, do you know any songs other than your own? I was like, I'll pull up the lyrics on my phone. And he's like, no, we don't. And I was like, okay. And then then I was like, Andy. And then I called Andy over. I was like, I know Andy knows a million songs. He is a human library of songs, like, just from years of playing guitar around the campfire at parties, basically. So like, pretty sure he knows like the entire Tenacious D discography and like all Iron Maiden, and he just knows a lot of songs off the top of his head. So I was like, Andy, get over here and let's play something. And then like right at that minute, Herman was like, I got it.
It's fixed.
So we were like, okay, bye.
That happened.
I'm sure everyone would way rather hear you guys than us, so we'll go now. But we were just gonna kind of, I don't know, do some covers.
Yeah, because that was right after the random guy in the audience played Crazy Train, which was really cool.
Yeah, it was really silly. I was just like, all right, let's just get everybody up here, play the guitar. It's pretty funny.
Oh man, that would be a cool thing
really...
to stream if you ever get the streaming setup done. Just do like covers.
Yeah, a cover stream would be great.
Yeah, Twitch is really weird about that though, apparently. Like if someone tells on you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We can just change all the lyrics.
Yeah, right? Can you do that? I don't know. I kind of just want to do it anyways, but maybe I'll try and like sing songs that are open source now or something.
Oh my gosh.
This song was written in 1782. Ready? Let's go.
Disney hasn't extended the public domain on this one, so we're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sing like from Snow White or something old enough to be public domain. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
All
so
right.
There's other questions that Andrew Biscuit has been saving for us from the chat. This is an interesting one. If you can answer it, I don't know if you can, but it's this moment asked how much of the stuff from Indy merch goes to the band. So I guess how much money, how much percentage you get from that, if it's a good place to buy stuff that would help you.
It is. Yes, indie merch is the best place to buy because that money goes directly to us. It's it's like an 80-20 split or something like that.
Great.
For us.
That's great.
Yeah. So it's really good. Yeah. Definitely the best place. Vancamp is good too, for digital because the money comes again directly to us like right away through PayPal. Mm-hmm. So that's a really good one. Mind you, that's only our older stuff. The albums that are on Napalm's Bandcamp, I mean, they're on ours. Time Standstill, Apex, and the EP Explorers. They are on our Bandcamp page, but they are linked to Napalm. So that money goes to Napalm and then comes to us. But Demons, Behold, and Defy are all directly into our PayPal account. So that's if you want to get those digitally, that's the best place to do it. Yeah, I think those two are probably the best. Yeah, but indie merch for sure. Yeah, we have like direct control over that as well. So
that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
that's really great to know. Yeah.
And
yeah, it's a super awesome place.
Yeah, shouting it wide for everyone to know the best ways to support everyone, especially now, I think is a great idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another question, semi-related, like if there's any plans for pre-orders for albums or bundles or things or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yes. As per usual, we will do a pre-order when we announce. I think it's when you announce the album, or the pre-order comes like a couple weeks after that. But the problem is that we can't do that right now because we don't have anything sorted yet. We don't know if we can even print vinyl right now, so we can't give you a vinyl and a t-shirt bundle when we don't know that the vinyl is going to be printed. So it's all pushed back. We're waiting for it all. I mean, we could do a pre-order just for the record right now, and it's like, sure, on this date you'll get a digital version of the record, but that's really like the only thing that we can promise right now. So it just seems silly to start a pre-order right now when you
don't
have
even know,
no idea what you can offer. Yeah. So, but we will absolutely all of the things. T-shirts and vinyl and CD and hoodies and poster flags and all that stuff.
Great.
I wonder if
Bundles galore.
the albums that come out in the next, we'll just say through the rest of the year, are going to have some like funny, like this album got delayed by coronavirus type of like merch or something.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. I think like something like right now to put out something right now would be good. Or yeah, do like some sort of parody and have it be like a hidden bonus track or something if you can
do like an ARG, solve the
right.
puzzle and get the secret song.
Exactly. Or like back in the day when you used to let the CD play and then all of a sudden it would just be like, what? Why is this song continuing to go on? Like I think it was Songs for the Deaf from Queens of the Stone Age. Their little secret song at the end there. I loved that.
Yeah.
So you just sit there in silence for like 2 minutes waiting for it because you couldn't. But yeah, maybe that might be a funny idea.
Yeah, streaming has kind of messed with the like funny little thing at the end of the album type of songs because it's like, why is this song 20 minutes long and 15 of that is silence?
Yeah.
Until
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a little bit.
Yeah, no, I don't know if people would really be willing to hang around, but you could like do it later as its own thing, I guess, like digitally or whatever. Just release it on its own.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to go in 4 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, we are about out of time
legit.
here.
Yeah. So,
Unfortunately.
so you mentioned that you've got merch on sale on Indie Merch, and fans can buy albums on Bandcamp. Obviously, you're on all the social medias like Facebook, Unleash the Archers. Where else can people find you on the internet?
Instagram. Instagram is a pretty good place. We have our, like, if you go to our website, unleashthearchers.com, it links to absolutely everything. So it's got all of our social media on there. It's got links to Indie Merch, links to Bandcamp, all that sort of stuff. So everything is available basically in just kind of like one central hub there. But we're on, like, Unleash has a YouTube channel and not very much on there, but kind of older stuff. But and then I have a YouTube channel, and like I said, we're all Andy and I and UTA are on Twitch and Instagram and stupid Twitter, which I barely ever go on, but we're on there, and Facebook, and that's really all I can think of right now. Now we're on Discord.
And Discord, yeah, the newest one.
Which we made now.
I know, which was made 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think we're kind of pretty much on everything, really.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Trying to be.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you and Andy and potentially the band on Twitch playing games if you can't get music set up.
Reaction
Just hanging
videos, I
out.
think, is one that people are doing.
You can react to your
Yes.
reaction videos and then react to that.
Yeah, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, do
React
it
to
on
your
Twitch or
reaction
whatever. Yeah,
videos. Yeah, it'll be silly.
Yeah.
that would be good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, everybody, for coming and
right.
hanging out in the chat room with us.
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And for those of you who didn't listen live, look for us on your favorite podcast platforms.
All right, and everyone stay
And
powerful.
and
Stay
YouTube.
powerful.
Stay powerful.
Finger
Stay
guns.
powerful.
All right, I am going to stop the stream.
Bye.
Okay.